Hello, welcome back to Solving Politics, the only show on politics that gives you answers to political problems and pathways to make it happen. Well, today is day 15 of the war in Iran, a war that is 47 years overdue. And I understand we have some people in the U.S., even people on the right, who are saying things like, I'm tired of the U.S. involved in foreign wars. Sorry to hear that, but like Aristotle said, only the dead have seen the end of war. And as far as U.S. involved in foreign conflicts, unfortunately, history shows if you're a superpower, use it or lose it, because someone else will replace you. And who the hell do you want to be doing that? China? Russia? The Islamists? The only thing they're capable of is murder and misery. So let's talk a little bit more about people in the U.S. with their I'm tired of the U.S. being involved in foreign wars and then calling themselves America first. I hear what you're coming from. I really do. But I've got three practical words for you. Move to Mars. Because you know what? On Mars, we don't have National Socialism or fascism. 70 million people dead. On Mars, we don't have globalist socialism or communism. 125 million dead. And we don't have Islamists. Not all Muslims, but unfortunately too many. 270 million dead. And Islam is not going to stop until it turns the whole world into a rubble pile with whoever is left alive starving to death on top of it. It's not capable of anything more than that. Do you understand why Islam has to conquer? Same reason communism and socialism and fascism have to conquer, because they can't govern. It's like when Islam took over Egypt, they heard there were a lot of attractive women there they could turn into sex slaves, and a lot of gold and silver and loot they could plunder. These ideologies have to conquer and plunder because they have no idea how to govern. They never have and they never will. The war in Iran is our 9th war because of Muslims. That's right, 9 of them. The war in Iran, number 1. 2 wars in Iraq, numbers 2 and 3. 2 wars in Libya, numbers 4 and 5. Wars in Syria, wars in Somalia, wars in Kosovo, and wars in Afghanistan. With any luck, this war, if Trump finishes it off and we can go ahead and get that regime toppled, hopefully by the people there, not with American troops. The Persian people aren't even looking for American troops to come save them. They know they're going to have to do this on their own. And do you know what this would do for the future of civilization if that happens? Taking the world's biggest terrorist state, Iran, and turning it into a beacon of freedom in the Middle East. Trillions of dollars pouring into the U.S. in trade deals. And most importantly, a place for democracy to spread from. Well, it does leave Turkey and Qatar, but I think they're much more manageable. They're not as insane as the Islamic lunatics who run Iran, who can't wait to go ahead and turn as many people, including themselves, into martyrs so they can go to a big brothel in the sky. And by the way, I ask Islamists this. Are you really this shallow and depraved that you want to spend eternity in a big brothel in the sky? Is that really how you want to spend eternity? Because honestly, the shallowest person on planet Earth would burn out on that within a day and a half. And they can't even answer. Wonderful way to take them down. Just go right through them. Just like Islamophobia for 1,400 years has meant fear of the spread of Islam. It doesn't mean discrimination against Muslims. That's the Muslim Brotherhood rewrite. Oops. And look how fast the West fell for that. I'll talk to you later about the biggest threat to Western civilization, and it's not who you think. It's the total incompetence of our political class on the right worldwide. All they do is whine. All you have to do is call them racist, and they wilt. When the one sentence answer for the last 50 years is racist is what leftists call you because you can't compete with facts or ideas. That's all it takes. And if they keep coming at you, you're a racist, you want to keep showing off how mentally challenged you are? Because racist is what mentally challenged leftists call you because they cannot compete with facts or ideas. Well, I hope Trump goes ahead and finishes off this war and understand where this really came from. His negotiators revealed that Iran's starting point with negotiations was, hey, we have got enough radioactive material for 11 nuclear bombs. If those bombs were launched and those lunatics would, first chance they got, hundreds of millions of people would have ended up dead. Starting off here in the U.S. Now we have a chance to push out the Islamists years behind where they are now. This is going to wreak havoc on China and Russia. Saw how fast they folded. The only thing they could send the Ayatollah wasn't troops. Basically, they sent him a condolence card or the equivalent thereof. China and Russia have been pushed back. And if we hadn't done this, the U.S. would have looked like nothing more than a paper tiger. For 47 years, we've been at war with Iran. They've been murdering American soldiers, 2,000 dead in Iraq because of IEDs made in Iran. Trump said the other day that he doesn't even show pictures of people with their faces blown off. You know what? That's exactly what he should be showing. People need to see the reason we're doing this. All purchases and decisions in life are made based on emotion. You may rationalize that decision afterwards logically, but the decision itself is pure emotion. People need to see what these monsters in Tehran have done. Let alone, 30,000 of their own citizens they've slaughtered? Anything for that criminal regime to stay in power. And most importantly, this is what the Islamists have in store for you and me. They're not capable of anything else. Subjugation and slavery is all they've got. And of course, the biggest casualty of this, and the first casualty, are other Muslims themselves. Well, I'll be back with another show shortly, updating you on what's going on. Thanks for tuning in.